head coach Ross of the Atacx gym. This is my reshot of sword and hammer. Our variation of it is nothing like what you've been taught before. The reason why I'm doing this is because a lot of people didn't quite grasp the nuances and the baseline functionality of the first technique. And also, my second reshot of it was at night, so the light was poor. So I'm going to show you guys again what we did. I'm going to take you through the technique, from top to bottom. I'm going to show you the traditional method, then I'm going to show you what ours is, okay? The traditional method is when your opponent, played ably by my friend Kai here, grabs you by your shoulder, he cocks his fist, you just summon your great skill as a newbie, a yellow belt in KENPO, pin his hand, step back, knife hand in the throat, hammer in the groin, right? Clear the grip, and he's just amazed by your skill. That never happens in real life, because in real life, each component of the attack compels you to respond in a way that an honest instructor who's actually trained to fight with this technique would tell you is impossible to execute against real resistance. First, when your opponent grabs you, he's not going to grab you all lovey-dovey on the shoulder. There's going to be actual energy. He's going to displace you, move you somewhere. In this case, he's going to push me toward the camera while he's throwing punches at you. Go. And you're going to get a hit. That's the first thing that's going to happen. So all your responses should be based upon this real-world scenario. There's a surprise attack that's hit you, and you're going to respond from a position of being not only off balance, but dazed somewhat. Your first response should be this. I'm going to show you on the first step at this point. But here's go. He's here, you just turn toward him. Hands up, cover up, turn toward him. And notice my turn is sword and hammer. From this point, you notice that when I turn, I displace him. Go. I displaced him. This turn, just the turn by itself, took his energy and displaced him. He's not gonna stop. He come back. He was still responding to that. Oh, you displaced him. He's gonna try to hit you. Come back. So as I displaced him, he'll try to hit. Go. Right. Bam. And this is where the next response comes from. This is why I say defend, attack, sword and hammer. You displace him. Bam. He's gonna keep coming. Bang. You hit him here. Okay. Next movement is you're gonna take your knee. And knee, groin, thigh, stomach, somewhere he doesn't like. Usually I tell my students to go for the groin. At the same time, you're going to take the hammering fist and circle up, and the sword hand is going to trap down. So you're going to go here, boom, knee. His hand's going to trap down, circle to the back of the neck or to the throat. I went to the back of the neck the first time so the camera could see it. Real life, we hit the throat, we hit the temple, we hit the ear, we hit the jaw, someplace he really hates. Okay? From off of the knee. The third and final aspect of this technique is, as far as the striking is concerned, is from here, having checked his height, width, and depth and gave him some KENPO pain, we uncork with the hand sword. We use a combination of our breath, forward movement, taking his base, and fire the hand sword. We go here, boom, breath, move, boom, and displace him. This fire, I didn't even turn all the way into it, but just firing this technique alone is a knockout blow. We're in the confrontation, okay? If he continues, we go directly into our R.D.L, which is a part of every single one of our techniques. R.D.L is a concept that we have. R stands for rock, we rock them with the drops. D stands for drop, we drop them with our takedown sweeps, throws, limb manipulations. And the L's are the locks, wrist locks, choke holds, submission holds, that we're in the confrontation from there, okay? So, this is what happens when they push him towards you. The next and second most common scenario is we have to turn to the side here. Come here. The next and second most common scenario is when they pull you into the attack. Kai's gonna grab my shoulder. He's gonna grab my shoulder with his left hand. Go ahead. And he's gonna pull me into the attack. And you're not expecting it, so when he pulls and throws a punch, go. Boom, you're gonna get a hit. And you're gonna keep coming, bang, and you have to respond. You see, oh snap, bang, immediately, sword and hammer. Alright? You continue with the rest of the technique. Knee to the groin. Circle, trap down here, bang, like this, fire again, bang. Okay, if he's still here, which sometimes they are, you wind up turning into the R.D.L. See how to pin the wrist? This hand is reaching in for a figure 4 submission hold. Lock here. This then allows you to turn in to a standing Darce. Tap, tap, tap. There you go. It's over. It's a wrap. It's done. He will tell you it's not a good thing, and he's much bigger and stronger than I am, and yet can handle him just like that. The reason is because we train our techniques realistically. Your instructors should tell you something like this. Anyone who's trained and sparred and fought with this technique would tell you that the baseline platform is incorrect, that you have to do something in real life, something along these lines. You don't have to do it exactly the way I do, but you definitely have to fight with it. So if you have any questions or comments, leave it at the end of this video. You know, Kai is helping me out. Tati's behind the camera. This is head coach Ross of the Atacx gym. He's teaching you the second version of sword and hammer. Thank you very much for your time.